Alrighty, welcome back. We're getting straight back into Shadows of Brimstone. Our US Marshal, John Liver-Eating Johnson, is tasked with exploring every single part of this abandoned mine and kill every single monster. I did have a little bit of a discussion with YouTube commenter Phil DV, thank you Phil, about spending grit with the Growing Dread cards. I've had a bit of a think about it, and yes, I think I will retroactively spend a grit to get rid of a Fool's Errand. Firstly, I just forgot I could spend grit to cancel Growing Dread cards when you draw them. And secondly, Growing Dread cards work a little bit differently in this mission anyway, in that you play them immediately rather than dealing with them all when you get to the final room. Yes, I'm justifying it to myself. My fun is the most important thing here, isn't it? So there we go. There's one grit. This +1 damage on every hit by enemies is just too crippling. Okay, there we go. That being said, things still might be a little bit tough for us. We have Void Spiders, who have +1 combat due to the power of the Void Darkness card, giving them 3 attacks each. And Stranglers will be benefiting from demonic speed, +1 initiative and +2 move. So, in this upcoming fight, John Johnson will be acting last. Let's get those Void Spiders in there. But first, let's keep back the darkness, which I do. Alright then, here come the Gribblies. 9 spider bites, hitting on 4 or better. Quite lucky there, only 2 hits, and we are blocking on a 3 or better. And my lack of luck counteracts that. I will be taking 4 damage. Okay, up to 5 wounds. Stranglers next. I'm in quite a bad position here where I can actually be completely surrounded. So, Stranglers, what's your deal? 4 dice in combat, hitting on a 3 or better. Only 1 damage, okay, fine, but got to look out for these hit rolls of 6, which are ensnaring. Right, here we go. Not looking forward to this. Right, quite a few ensnaring strikes in there. Let's see what we can do to defend. 5 failed defense rolls, so that is 5 damage, up to 10 wounds total. Okay, John, what's your plan? Well, let's see if we get a grit first of all, and we do. Very nice. Alright, John's amazing plan is to light the fuse on this dynamite and drop it at his feet. Why would I do that? Well, dynamite deals d6 wounds, ignoring defense. I will die if I roll a 6 because I'm on 11 wounds, but I'm hoping it will take out at least half of the enemies. And of course, with cleaning up the west, I'll get some health restored after I kill them, so might come out on top. Alright, even though I'm dropping at my feet, I still need to make a ranged attack roll, so let's do that. I need a 4 or better. Uh-oh, it bounces. Alright, here we go. The dynamite is going to bounce D3 times. Only the once, so it's going to move 1 square in a random direction. Roll a D8. 5, that is out here. That is complete pants because it's only going to wound this Strangler and this Strangler. And me. Right, so let's do me first. Alright, I take 3 wounds. Alright, now the Stranglers. They have 3 health each, so if I'm lucky... Let's see, so this Strangler first takes... Here we go again. Takes 1 wound, and this Strangler takes 3 wounds, so we did kill 1 at least. Boom. I am going to spend 1 grit to reroll the damage die on that Strangler. There we go, killed you. With 2 Stranglers klabooed, I get 50 XP, and then another 20 XP for cleaning up the west. And I can take off 2 wounds. So, I was hoping for a little more from the dynamite, but we'll see how we go. I am also nearly dead, which doesn't help. Should we run away now? We do have an opportunity to run away before I keep back the darkness. And those spiders are probably going to kill me, aren't they? Let's keep going. Alright, let's keep back the darkness, which I do. And here come the spider bites. That's 4 nibbles. Let's try and block. No 1s or 2s, please. Oh, thank you. So that's going to be 4 damage. I'm going to spend a grit to reroll that defense. Still 1 went through, so that is 2 damage. 14 wounds total. 3 more will kill me. Okay, now it's 1 strangler, 4 attacks, no 6s, please. Alright, only the 1 hit. Okay, might actually survive this. Can I block it? Yes. Alright, John, it's your turn. Do you want some grit? All you have to do is roll a 1. No, okay. We're going to use the shotgun. So we need to roll a d8. 4 or better will be a hit. Okay, here we go. I rolled a 1, so of course that is a miss. I have no grit to spend. So, yeah, there we go, end of the round. Magic. Okay, start of the new round. I am going to be absolutely pathetic and have John Johnson run away. He's out of resources, few more wounds and he's dead. I don't think he's going to survive this. So we'll call the mission a failure, we'll run away and see what the consequences are. Okay, run John, run! Right, so first of all, I do not need to roll on the injury chart because I was not knocked out. That's the main thing, that's what I wanted to avoid. Right, so I failed the exploration mission. This means that the darkness has escaped the mine and lays waste to the roads and towns in the area. So I need to roll twice to see if I find a travel hazard. Alright, we can do that. So it's 2 d6 rolls and 1s and 2s are hazards. We're safe. Right, so back to West Wittock. Here's West Wittock, but however, because of my failure, 1 random building has been destroyed, and you'll notice that each building has a number. 6, that would be the general store. Okay, let's put some kind of marker on there. Here we go, horribles, squidgy nastiness. Okay, so naturally I'm sure my employer will be pretty upset with me, but that's just life out here on the frontier. Let's stay at the hotel. $10. I did not find any night terrors, so we'll get rid of that. And naturally, the first thing we'll want to do is head over to the saloon to do some drinking and gambling. After my last visit, I realised I do have 1 grit while I'm in town that I can use after I gamble, maybe, to increase my winnings. Anyway, let's see what happens here. Not much. A good time. A round of drinks makes you forget about the dark world outside these walls. I can pay $10 to recover 1 grit for use in town. I think I might do that. Yes. Here we go. Game on. Let's get into some of that casual poker. $50 to buy in, and we'll make a cunning test. My cunning is 4. And we are looking for 5s and 6s. So yes, this is exactly where we'll spend that grit we just gained from drinking. And re-roll. Still nothing. Fine, alright. We'll move on to Brimstone Crabs. $100 this time. This is luck-based, and John Johnson has a luck of 3. And again, we need 5s and 6s. There's 1 5. Do I want to re-roll? Could use a grit. Let's not push our luck, so we just make our $100 back. What else can we do? Well, I don't need any more whiskey. I've got 2 bottles already. A Saloon Girl performance, $50. Will get me 10 XP and maybe 1 grit. Well, you know what? We can spend several nights in town and just keep going to the saloon until we win money. Yes, let's promote gambling. That's an excellent idea. So we'll spend $50. Gain 10 quote-unquote experience points. And we'll gain a grit on a roll of a 4, 5 or 6. No. Okay, back to the hotel. End of the day, we don't need to roll because it was the first day, but that moves along now. We'll rent a room. Day 2, and it's straight back to the saloon. Yes. Is there an event? 7, same as last time. So, good time. Pay $10 to recover 1 grit. We will do that. There we go. Let's win some money this time. So, over to casual poker. $50 buy-in. We'll use our cunning of 4. And, oh, we get $100. Okay, I'm happy with that. Oh, I need more paper money. There we go, got it. Alright, and then, of course, straight onto Brimstone Craps. So the money we've just won, we're now going to put into a card game. Okay, let's be lucky. Nope, right, that's fine. We'll spend a grit. There's 1. Where did that other die go? There we go. So I broke even. I'll have that 100 back. Okay. That's the end of the day. Alright, we'll check for town events. Nothing happens. So we're on to day 3 now. We will stay at the hotel. Right, what's John going to do today? We're not really making any money from gambling, so we'll go to the Frontier Outpost, see if we can pick up a bounty. Any interesting events? 7. Trading post. A local prospector has returned from the mines with a strange artifact and is willing to part with it for a price. Draw a world card to determine where the prospector has been. Well, that can only be the Targa Plateau. That's the only world card I have. Then draw an artifact from that world. Artifact may be purchased for D6 times 150. Well, let's check that first because I probably can't afford it. No, I don't have that much money. So I shan't draw the artifact card. Alright. Let's check for a bounty. 5 night terrors again. Okay. Maybe I'll stumble across one in the next adventure. And then we're going to buy 1 stick of dynamite, which will be pretty much the last of my money. I'm down to $60. Okay, that can go in my side bag. Maybe I should stay in town one more night to go to the doctor's office and get bandages. I can afford 1 set of bandages. End of the day, so let's check for a town event. Not this time. Campsite or hotel? Let's stick with the hotel. $10. And it's the dawn of a new day. Let's head to the doctor's office. Let's see if there's anything interesting going off here. 11. Special mission. The doc gives you a free specimen jar, and asks you to recover a sample from another world for him. See the purchase items section at the doctor's office for details on the specimen jar. Okay. Where is the specimen jar? Oh, it's up here. I think I made a card for this before. Let me get it. Yeah, here we go. So the idea here is I take the specimen jar to another world, and then I can give it my move to make a cunning test. If I pass the test, I fill the jar. Then I bring it back to the doctor's office and I get some monies. So he's given me one of these specimen jars for free. Other than that, all we want from here is some bandages. There's $50. We'll get some bandages, put those in our side bag, and we are all ready for the next adventure. However, we do still need to check for a town event. No town event. Alright, that's it. We'll leave it there. I will check to see what mission we'll get at the start of the next video. Could be on the Targa Plateau, hopefully, or an abandoned mine, or who knows, maybe it's time to start fighting the Crimson Hand. I hope not.